Yo, what is going on? My G's, big up. MistaRax TV comes with the special places all the time. You know how it is, bro. MistaRax is patterning the places, fam. You get me? Man's coming with a proper thing. You get me? Don't know MistaRax, my G. Obviously, man coming to talk what happened on Sunday, because Sunday the Speaker's Corner was mad, bro. There was too much madness going on, yeah. And obviously, like, there was bare beef, bare people going mad, you get me? It was bare gin thing going on, you get me? But obviously, basically what I want to say here is this here. I messed up on Sunday, innit? Because I was chirping bare things here. Bare things were coming out like that, you get me? It was like flipping, it was like, you know them, like, you know, like when bare things come rush at you, like coming out of the train station like that, but it was all chicks, you get me? So man obviously jumped in the middle of the thing, yeah? And obviously, they say when you go near something, yeah, like obviously, like you see this, if you see bare sugar here, you get me, it's like, it's all sweet, you get me? You're gonna have to put one of them in your tea, you get me? That's how man was moving. I was thinking bare sugar things coming up. Man has to take one of them sugar things, and you get me, 1, 2, 3, how many sugars you want? 2, 3, 4. So I picked up a couple of things, obviously, on that day, on Sunday, which was a sin, because when man moved to them, man didn't marry the thing, you get me? So when you get the thing, you have to marry it first before you touch it, you get me? But I touched it first. So obviously I violated, and I don't want the youngers to follow in my steps. Before you touch a thing, yeah, you have to marry the thing first. You can't touch the thing without marrying the thing. So obviously, don't look at me as an example, because I'm a bad example. I touched the thing before marrying the thing. You get me? You gotta marry the thing, then touch the thing. It's simple maths. You get me? So I obviously took 1, 2, 3, 4 sugars out of them things. You get me? Peng things. Obviously, man was getting bare love from them, but I was getting gassed and that. But obviously, man regrets what I did. I repented to God. You get me? But obviously, I got punished for my sin. You get me? Man got a bit of punishment for that. But what I'm trying to say is that if you don't fear God, yeah, you're gonna get violated, fam. If you fear people and you don't fear God, then you're a waste man. Simple as that. So obviously, the reason why I'm gonna get violated, because 10,000 people, or 20,000 people, or 100,000 people are gonna watch me move into pair things without marriage. You get me? So I have to make a clarification video saying that what I did was wrong, and next time, before you touch the thing, quickly marry the thing. For example, you say to her, alright, I'm gonna marry you for a dowry of a can of Coca-Cola for 10 minutes, or 1 hour, or 1 day, or 1 year, or 50 years. It's up to you. But before you touch it, you have to marry it, and you say the thing in Arabic, innit? So you have to say, زوجتك نفسي على مهر كوكاكولا لمدة يوم واحد قبلت الزواج. She says that to you. You say قبلت الزواج, I accept the marriage in Arabic, and that's it. She's your wife. Then you can touch the thing and kiss the thing and all that. You get me? But obviously she can't be married, innit? So if she's married, you can't do it with her. She has to be single. You get me? And she has to be like, obviously, there's rules to it, innit? There's like 70 rules in it, but I'm not gonna go into the rules thing, innit? It's called temporary marriage, innit? But obviously, that's what man did without doing the thing. So next time you run into bare things, yeah, make sure you do the marriage, but don't get too excited, because obviously Satan wants you to sin, fam. And if you sin, you're fucked, fam. You're finished, but so obviously, man like Deen, yeah, messed up on that day. It was a Sunday. Man was gassed. Too much beef. I was too stressed. So obviously, man needed the love from the things, innit? So I was rushing, fam. I was getting bare love. I was getting gassed. Man drawing bare things that day. But I don't want to be an example to the youth them, because the youth them need to learn. It's marry before you touch, you get me? So don't touch and then marry, you get me? It's marry first, you get me? So you stop the thing, you say, listen, quick thing. You say the contract, and bang, you can do more than just touch, you get me? But obviously you gotta say the words. For example, yeah, you see halal meat, yeah, how does it become halal? You say Bismillah, and then you towards Mecca, innit? So obviously you have to say the words, blood. Words have power, innit? So when you marry, you say the words, blood. You get me? So once you've said the words, she becomes halal, you get me? Halal meat. So she was haram meat, but once you said the words, she become halal meat, you get me? So that's when you can eat that thing. But obviously not eat it like that, but I mean eat the meat, but not the thing, because the thing is not the meat. But you know what I'm trying to say? Because the thing is the next thing. I'm not trying to say it like that, but you know what I'm trying to say, because it's not eating, but you're beating, you get me? Something like that. But you can do eat and beat as well, but I don't want to get into that, because that's the next topic, you get me? But meet and greet, eat and beat, whatever. But all I'm trying to say, you make sure you do the marriage thing, fam. Because if you don't do the thing, you're violating God, fam. It's like saying, I'm going to eat the meat without saying Bismillah and putting it towards Mecca. You get me? Then that's violating God. Same thing with a chick. If you want a chick to become halal, you got to say the words, you get me? So, and in marriage, you don't need 2 witnesses, fam. You get me? But in divorce, you need 2 witnesses. So, Islam makes marriage easy and divorce hard. But obviously, a lot of funny people are moving funny, you get me? So they're making divorce hard. They're making divorce easy and marriage hard. That's why they're messing it up, you get me? They're messing the thing up, yeah? It's calm though. So obviously, that's why a lot of people getting divorced these days, because they keep saying, once the man says to her, oh, divorce, 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 even if you said it by accident, certain people are thinking that it's divorce and they're destroying families, they're destroying people. Nah, in Islam, marriage is easy and divorce is hard. So a lot of Muslims are confused, innit? Because they're not following the true Islam, you get me? They're following some like dodgy ways, you get me? So they need to know. In the Quran it says, for divorce, 2 witnesses. So obviously marriage is easy. That's why a man gets married a lot, you get me? That's why I got a lot of paintings on the list, you get me? Because marriage for me is easy and divorce is hard. That's why I still ain't divorced. You get me? I still ain't divorced from a next thing. I know the thing, I'm trying to make it hard, because the divorce shouldn't be easy, fam. Because there's kids involved, there's families. That's why all the people committing crimes is called broken families, fam. If people didn't get divorced, if people stayed married, then there'll be less crimes, there'll be better families, better societies. So you, man, learn from Deen, make marriage easy, divorce hard. Before you beat, you gotta agree. I mean, you gotta marry, and then you beat, then you eat, then you do all your things again. But make sure you marry first, fam. Because if you don't marry first, it's a violation to God, fam. And then you get cursed, and then you will never be able to have fun in your life, because you keep violating God. God will curse you, destroy you. So make sure you say the words, from simple, blood. Say the magic words, you know, the abracadabra thing, you get me? So do that thing before you bang the thing, like, I mean, meet the thing, or shake the thing, or touch the thing. Make sure you say the words and make it halal. And alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, big up MistaRax TV. MistaRax TV coming with the exclusives every day. You done know. Make sure you subscribe, touch the like button, fam. Tap the like button and show some love to Rax TV. Cheese! Bang, 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 all day, every day.
Mo, 1 minute.
Yeah.
What's sweeter? That cup of sugar or that kind of Coke?
Okay, basically, this is the original thing. So this contained the sugar. So obviously, this got the Coke and the sugar. This is just the sugar. So obviously, the gal them sugar come in wearing the red dress. So obviously, man will take the Coke, you get me? Cheese! Done no. Deen, MistaRax TV, all day, every day, exclusive. Cheese! Yo, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What is going on, everyone? Obviously waiting for the food to come, yeah. Make sure you say Bismillah. Basically, there's a couple of things I need to talk about today. The first thing I wanted to talk about quickly is that people need to be more generous, because the more you give, the more Allah gives you. If you try and be stingy, then you lose money. I'm not gonna lie, there's a hadith that says, if you try and be stingy with 1 dirham for the sake of God, yeah, God will make you lose 1,000 dirham, like in other ways, in bad ways. So you need to be spending, you get me, in a good way, obviously. Not too much, and don't be too stingy, and don't be too generous, you get me? But like, obviously it's better to be generous in it than stingy, because there's a hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that says, do business with God through charity, you get me? So the more charity you give to the people that need it, obviously the people that need it most, obviously the more you're gonna get, yeah. So obviously, like there's stories of people that have there was once a time of Moses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the people, do you want to be rich now, or would you want to be rich the first part of your life or the end part of your life? So they said, no, give it to us in the first part of our life. So when he made them rich, they started giving charity, helping, spending for the way of God, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then the second part of their life, Allah said, because you did that, I'm going to make you rich. You get me? So always be generous. The more generous, the more you give, the more you get. So don't try and be stingy. And you know what I'm saying? Like, especially to the orphans. Like, if there's orphans out there, try and always give them. I've said this before, but they deserve it, because they don't have a mum and dad, or they don't have a dad, and they just, you know, they cry at night, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I wanted to talk about firstly, yeah. Secondly, yeah, you can't be 1 second you shouldn't waste in your life, because every second you're gonna regret that. You get me? So if you're not making use of every second, you're gonna regret that when you die, innit? Because that's why in your grave you're gonna be like, oh God, bring me back. So you need to make use of every second. Because Solomon, yeah, if you know about Solomon, yeah, Prophet Suleiman, yeah, one time he was traveling through the air, right? Because you know he used to be flying and all them things, and he heard someone say, wow, Solomon's kingdom is amazing. So he called the guy over, because he could hear from far. So he said to him, what did you just say? He said, I said your kingdom is amazing. So Suleiman alayhi salam, this hadith from Ahl Bayt, he said, if you say subhanallah 1 time, it's better than all of my kingdom. You get me? So the remembrance of God is more than money. You get me? It's more than everything. So that's what I wanted to say, yeah. So don't stop from the remembrance of God. Now, the second thing I wanted to say, yeah, obviously there's certain people that they will try and bring you like they would, cause they like moving funny. Once you start moving with them, your life is going to be funny as well. You get me? But it's complicated. Everything happens for a reason, so we don't know exactly, because certain things happen for a reason. For example, yeah, if you might be like doing something and all of a sudden something mad happens, yeah, and you're like, why did that happen? But then 1 year later you're gonna be like, wow, that happened for a reason. You get me? So it's God's wisdom at the end of the day. So certain things are wisdom from God. You get me? But like I'm saying, it's a bit complicated. We don't know his destiny, innit? But what I wanted to say today, yeah, quick thing, yeah, is that hellfire, yeah, hellfire is a real thing. You get me? Like, people think it's a joke. People think, oh, we're just out here wasting time when we die. No, no, no. Hellfire is now. It's littered. It's now. It's live and kicking right now. And certain things that we're doing, that I'm gonna be like honest, yeah. If we mess up, like for example, yeah, when the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he went to the heavens through the horse, the half donkey, half horse, whatever, with the wings, and then he saw hellfire, and then he saw women getting tortured. One was hanging from her breasts, one was hanging from her hair, one was hanging from because getting cut up. So he asked the angel Gabriel, why are these women getting tortured? So he said the woman that was hanging from her hair never used to cover her hair from the men. You get me? She never used to wear the hijab, innit? So obviously that's a big sin, innit? Like, it's a sin, yeah. So obviously I wanted to come to say that the other woman, obviously you need to read the story. It's called Isra and Mi'raj, when he went to the heaven, when he saw everything, innit? But obviously, like I said, yeah, heaven is obviously beautiful, but hell is a scary place, innit? Like, so if you do a little, like, I've heard that if you shake a woman's hand, for example, yeah, and she's not your wife, yeah, you can get dashed in hell for that. You get me? Like, in the pits of hell. And then if you don't repent, innit? And then imagine, yeah, you're promoting, yeah, sins. Like, imagine you're promoting haram. So imagine 1,000 people watched you promote a woman that's not dressed properly. You get me? Imagine she's like showing her bits and bobs, yeah, and you done a little advert thing promoting that. Imagine all them sins you're getting. So every time someone clicks, you're getting a sin. You're getting violated. You get me? So you need to watch out. You need to be very careful, because the scale is a scale of atoms. You might think it's a little thing, but it's a big thing. So watch out exactly what is going on in your life. Like, what are you promoting? What videos are you putting out there? What are you giving to the people? Because you're going to be judged on every atom of a thing. So, like I said, yeah, Satan's got like 1,000 traps for us. You get me? Every day, landmines. You get me? So if you don't say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem and them things there, you're going to be like, obviously he's going to try and distract you from what's important. You get me? So if you're not focusing on what's important, he can drive you nuts. He can take you away. He can fuck up your life. That's why you need to be focused 24/7 and not giving Satan. And to be focused, you gotta be in a state of remembrance 24/7. You get me? So if you're not remembering 24/7 and you're forgetting, like, that's when you get messed up. Like, even like people who are at home, for example, and then they don't remember God, yeah, a lot. Satan comes and fucks up the whole thing, you get me? Yes, he will fuck up the whole thing, he will fuck up your whole situation because you're not remembering God, you get me? Bro. Yeah, M-O space D-double-E-N.
No space, no space.
Yeah, space. Yeah, Monetised, that's it. Yo, big out, man, got fans out there. Jeez. Anyway, all I wanted to say, first of all, is big up MistaRax. You know what I'm saying? MistaRax TV. Listen, basically, I got people slandering Monetised, yeah? I just want to say, before anything, yeah? Anyone who's slandering me, yeah? Allah will deal with you, get me? Because at the end of the day, they say backbiting is it's like eating your dead brother's flesh. You get me? So it's like you're eating, see this chicken here, yeah? Imagine this was a guy, fam, and you're eating it. That's how you man are coming at me, fam. It's like you're eating me if I was dead, fam. And you get me? So that's what all of you got flesh in your mouth. Go brush your teeth or something, fam. All of you slandering me. And the one that's making the slander, he's like Silence of the Lambs, fam. He's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, fam. Imagine how much flesh he's doing, blood. He's like the flipping butchers, you get me? He's the one. So the one that's making the slander, he's taking all my sins. So every time I'm chirping and doing my thing and I'm sinning, the person slandering me is taking all of that, you get me? So let them slander me. It's not true what they're saying, it's all lies. Monetised is free from all these lies, all these slanders. Because when you get to the top, you get me? You get lots of haters, you get me? So, because man's slowly moving to the top, you get me? Man's getting to the top. The haters are increasing, you get me? So you're going to see more haters every day. You're going to see more waste mans every day. But obviously, a man like Monetised, yeah, man like Monetised is too much for them, you get me? Obviously, I also wanted to big up, myself, yeah, because I obviously told you that last week I saved someone's life, you get me? An Englishman's life, yeah? And it's my pleasure to do that, because me living in this country, yeah, this is me giving back to the people, because this country has taken me in, you get me? So for me to save an Englishman's life from committing suicide, and today he sent me text messages thanking me, saying that his daughter got Christmas card because of his daughter is able to have Christmas cards from him because of me and all this stuff. Every day I'm getting messages from him. I wanted to say that just like I'm in this country, I'm giving back to the people, you get me? So when man's on here, MistaRax talking, and man's on here talking to the people, I'm saving people's lives. I'm changing people. I've gotten messages from people saying, Mo, you changed my life. My direction was this way, but you made it go the right way. You get me? So obviously, when the more you give, the more you get. And I'm getting blessed. I'm feeling like I'm flying, fam. I can sleep like a baby, fam. Before I used to sleep funny, you get me? But because I'm saving people's lives and I'm being such a good, I'm helping people. When I sleep like a little baby, like I'm flying in the air on the clouds, fam. So that's, you see what I'm saying? So obviously, man like Monetised, I'm getting blessed every day by God, you get me, car? Man's here just like you get food for your body, yeah? Just like this food is for your body, you need food for your soul, because your soul is forever, you get me? So your soul needs more food than your body, because once you eat this food, you're full up, you get me? But your soul will never be full up. Your soul needs more and more and more, you get me? But your body will be full up. After this plate, man will be full. But your soul, it needs as much, you get me? So man's feeding the souls out here, you get me? Man's feeding the people with positive vibes, you get me? But at the end of the day, we're paying, what is man doing? Man is basically doing as much as I can to the community to give back to the people, you get me? Cause I know God's blessed me, so I'm trying to bless the people them, you get me? Cause I know people are in dark places, you get me? And they need the light, man's trying to put the light for them, you get me? I got essays, I got MS13 man contact me from Mexico, fam. MS13 is on my flipping YouTube, fam. From Mexico, fam. Yeah? Man's getting I don't even know, man, getting Mexican phone numbers contacting me, you get me? Man's international now, you get me? Yeah? So basically, like, big up Rax TV, big up all the troopers, then big up all the dons, yeah? Done know my G's. So obviously, I know you man gonna say the food's gonna get cold, so man's gonna start digging into this food, you get me? get that full chicken, full bumper clap chicken, you understand? See, it's a full chicken, it's not a half chicken. We want the full chicken, you understand? Bismillah, innit? Say Bismillah before you eat. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Big up Rax TV. Cheese.